In a world where the pursuit of knowledge often seems like a race against time and others, an ancient tale unfolds, revealing the essence of true learning and growth. Imagine, if you will, a revered Zen master and his disciples embarking on a journey not through physical landscapes, but through the depths of wisdom and self-discovery. As we unveil this ancient wisdom, we invite you to explore the transformative power of learning, not as a destination, but as a continuous, boundless journey. Now on to our story. In an ancient village, nestled among serene landscapes, there resided a revered Zen master renowned for his wisdom and tranquility. Alongside him lived a devoted disciple who had sought the master's guidance to navigate the complexities of life and the intricacies of Zen philosophy. Their days were filled with profound discussions and the silent contemplation of nature's rhythms. However, their harmonious routine was soon joined by another seeker of wisdom, a new disciple, whose arrival marked the beginning of a subtle but significant shift. This newcomer, with an insatiable hunger for knowledge and an inherent ability to grasp the teachings of Zen, quickly began to outpace the original pupil in understanding and insight. The first disciple, observing the rapid advancement of his peer, could not help but feel a growing sense of neglect and diminution in his master's eyes, leading to an inner turmoil that clouded his once peaceful pursuit of enlightenment. One crisp morning, as the first light of dawn pierced the mist enveloping the village, the first disciple approached the Zen master. With a voice tinged with confusion and a hint of sorrow, he posed a heartfelt inquiry to his beloved teacher. "Master," he began, seeking to bridge the chasm of silence that had grown between them, "I have walked beside you on this path of discovery longer than our newest companion, yet it appears you have chosen to bestow upon him a deeper wellspring of your wisdom. I am troubled by this and seek to understand why." The master, embodying the stillness of the surrounding nature, received his pupil's question with a serene silence that seemed to stretch into eternity. Finally, he spoke, offering not a direct answer, but an invitation to explore the depths of the question itself. "Before I respond to your query, let us first share in the telling of a story. It is through this story that the essence of your question may reveal itself." Reluctantly yet respectfully, the disciple agreed, his heart open to the lessons this story might unveil. The story that the Zen master chose to share was not one of grand heroes or epic quests, but a simple tale of a traveler, a journey, and the universal quest for sustenance. "Envision, if you will," the master began, his voice a calm stream flowing into the attentive ears of his disciple, "a lone traveler, traversing the vast and unforgiving landscape under the scorching embrace of the afternoon sun. As the heat bore down upon him, a profound thirst took hold, a thirst that spoke of the basic needs that bind all living beings. Despite his preparation, he found himself without water, and thus his eyes began to search the horizon for relief. This search led the traveler to a well, an oasis of potential salvation in the midst of his arid journey. However, the well, while promising with its promise of water, offered a new challenge. It was devoid of the tools typically used to draw water. There was no bucket, no rope, nothing but the still, teasingly inaccessible water below. Faced with this obstacle, the traveler made a choice. Instead of surrendering to his thirst, he pressed forward, leaving the well behind in search of a solution that remained just beyond his grasp. As the master's story unfolded, he introduced a second traveler, who found himself ensnared by the same parched desperation as the first. However, this traveler's response to the challenge of the well was markedly different. Upon discovering the absence of a bucket and rope, he did not resign himself to his fate, but instead embarked on a quest of innovation and determination. He scoured the surroundings, his eyes alight with the fire of resolve, until he found a discarded bucket, a remnant perhaps of a more fortunate traveler's passage. Yet the absence of a rope remained a daunting barrier. Undeterred, he turned his attention to the natural resources at his disposal, long, sturdy grasses that grew with wild abandon around him. With patience and ingenuity, he harvested these grasses, weaving them into a makeshift rope that bespoke both desperation and the indomitable will to overcome. Through his efforts, he was able to draw water from the depths of the well, quenching his thirst and proving the power of perseverance and resourcefulness. Upon the completion of this tale, the Zen master turned to his disciple with a question that pierced to the heart of the matter. "Now, my dear pupil, reflect upon these travelers and tell me, Who among them was truly driven by thirst? The disciple, moved by the narrative and its implications, responded without hesitation. "The second traveler," he declared, for it was he who transformed his dire need into action, refusing to be daunted by the absence of conventional solutions. A smile, as enigmatic as it was enlightening, graced the Master's lips as he affirmed the disciple's insight. "Exactly," he affirmed. "It is the intensity of one's thirst, the unyielding desire to quench it, that propels us to transcend the limitations before us." The lesson of the travelers served as a mirror, reflecting the underlying currents that had brought the disciple to question his place in the Master's teachings. "The essence of what you observe between your fellow seeker and yourself," the Master elucidated, "is not a matter of favor or neglect but of thirst, the thirst for knowledge, for enlightenment. Your companion's relentless pursuit of understanding has ignited a fervor that compels him to delve deeper, to seek more fervently the wisdom that lies beneath the surface of our teachings. It is this thirst, this unquenchable desire for growth, that has guided him, and it is this same thirst that must guide you." The revelation struck the disciple like a bolt of clarity, illuminating the path forward. With newfound resolve, he vowed to rekindle the flame of his own quest for knowledge, to immerse himself with renewed vigor in the teachings of his Master. From that moment on, he dedicated himself to deepening his understanding, to transforming his thirst into the fuel for his journey. The narrative of the Zen Master and his disciples transcends the bounds of their ancient village, resonating through time to deliver a message of timeless relevance. The quest for knowledge, the insatiable thirst for learning, stands as a cornerstone of human endeavor. It is this quest that drives us to explore, to question, to grow beyond the confines of our current understanding. Success in its myriad forms is inextricably linked to this unending pursuit. Those who achieve greatness are invariably those who see beyond the horizon of what is known, who embrace the endless journey of discovery with open hearts and minds. Yet the pursuit of knowledge is not reserved for the uninitiated alone. Even those who have attained mastery in their fields must recognize that the landscape of understanding is ever evolving, that the horizon of wisdom recedes as we approach, revealing new vistas to explore. The true expert understands that mastery is not a destination but a journey, one that is enriched by continuous learning and the humility to recognize that there is always more to know. This principle holds true not only for the seeker of success, but for the accomplished as well. The vitality of the mind, the freshness of perspective, these are the rewards of a life dedicated to learning. By embracing new knowledge, we ensure that our achievements do not mark the end of our journey, but rather milestones along a path that stretches endlessly before us, inviting exploration, inviting growth. Learning in its essence is a journey without end, a journey that enriches our lives in countless ways. It offers us refuge from the stresses of life, providing a sanctuary of thought and exploration that rejuvenates the spirit. It empowers us, enhancing our interactions with the world, and imbuing us with the confidence to navigate the complexities of our social landscape. Through books, through the digital expanse, through the stories and wisdom passed down through generations, learning opens doors to new worlds, to new understandings, to a life lived with depth and meaning. And perhaps the most profound aspect of learning is its permanence, the indelible mark it leaves upon our lives. The knowledge we acquire, the insights we gain, these are treasures that remain ours, inviolable and enduring. Thus, we are called to never let the wellspring of our curiosity run dry, to continually seek out the nourishment of new understanding. For it is in the pursuit of learning that we find our way forward, that we chart our course through the vast and uncharted territories of life, ever onward, ever upward, on the path to enlightenment.